Oh crap, what did I have to get myself into? Ah shit. So it's looks to be about 1975 SS16 twin. So if I get time to get this thing going a little bit better, be bringing it with me on the trip. Snowblower attachment needs a bit of welding, not too big of a deal. He broke the hood off flipping it going up a hill. So I'll post a link to who I got it from. He's actually a guy off YouTube. He hasn't made a video in about a year now, but I think I talked him into reactivating his YouTube account with new videos. So he's selling it because he's not really into lawn tractors no more. He has a Honda TRX 250R, so which I don't blame him. I wouldn't really do this too much, but I have a use for this. I need some way to clear the snow when I go quadding in the winter. So it seems to run pretty good. He had to spray a little Start You Bastard in it at home, but it had been sitting for a year. So it seems to run pretty good. There is a lot of two-stroke gas in it right now. I can actually smell that. It smells like a two-stroke. Idle seems to be pretty good. Still got to learn the transmission. Half throttle. That's a pretty low idle, eh? Not sure if that's going to show up on the camera very well. Oh man, I love that synthetic two-stroke smell, man. It smells just like running my frickin' quad. Well, old quad. So. Oh yeah, tires have some pretty, those tires are pretty aggressive. I'm going to be taking the chains off it. But man, that's some pretty decent tread. He drove it off the trailer, seemed to run and drive good. He kind of bent the handlebars a bit when it rolled. It's not going to run very long. The fuel pumps looks to be pretty weak. It's either that or it's out of gas. You can see right here that the fuel line's kind of running low on gas. You can see that. So the fuel pump might need to be changed. It might be just weak from sitting. It's kind of hard to say. But in my opinion, it runs smooth. Very nice. A little exhaust hole. That's no big deal. I'm probably going to change the exhaust. The battery started it, so that's a pretty good bonus. He told me that the battery most likely would be shot, but hey, it seems to be good so far. I just want to wait and see if that fuel pump's going to fill up. Or the fuel filter. He has dual fuel filters on it. So it probably means the gas tank has to be cleaned out. A little bit of smoke, but nothing to complain about. A little bit of smoke. From this front cylinder, not the back one. The governor works. I felt it kicking back on the handle, so that's a good bonus. Try to get it up close on this specs here. I should have actually checked the oil on it, but I'm hoping that he did. That motor runs nice and clean. It has the carburetors upgraded with the brass float because of course the original one fell apart, which happens to almost every one of them. So I was actually planning on buying some ATV tires because if you look, it's just a standard 5-bolt automotive rim. So I was actually going to put some ATV tires, like change that up, but those tires have enough tread, I don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to gut some of the useless junk off it temporary. You can see the front of the hood there is broken. So I know I could just rivet that back together with some sheet metal and some rivets. The headlights, he says, works. So hard to say if it's charging the battery or not. I don't feel any heat happening from the regulator yet, but of course I don't think it will charge much on idle. So amp meter. I guess it is charging, hey? Lights. Dash is all cracked up, of course, but that's normal. It's been rolled once or twice. So still sucking air through there, so that's going to have to be looked at. You can see there's only a little tiny bit of fuel in there, so those spark plug wires are original, so they probably need to be changed also. Actually, if you look right here, you see that spark plug? Not sure if it's showing up there, but that spark plug isn't in proper. The spark plug is, you can see bubbles of air in the oil, so that spark plug might need to be tightened up or changed. Or who knows, maybe even the head's stripped. I'm not too sure yet, but for sure I need to check that spark plug because it is bubbling. So, oh, same with this one. Don't know if you've seen it, but oh, there's the bubble right there. Well, that's not too big of a deal, so hopefully the heads aren't stripped. If they are, it's no big deal. A set of heads are less than 50 bucks. So I don't want to run it too long like that because I don't need the spark plugs blasting out of there. So I'm going to attempt to move the exploder that hasn't been ran now in about, I don't know, since spring, maybe the end of winter. So I'm going to start that up, move it so I can get this into the yard. Runs nice. I'll get a picture with the hood on after. Put the battery there. I'll most likely need it. Let's see what happens. Wait a minute. Oh, guess I left it unlocked. Okay. Believe it or not, I haven't driven this thing in 3 years. Oh. Might be the immobilizer. It has the shitty... Oh no, it actually has the auto watch. So it's not the bad one. Check engine. Okay, that battery is stone dead. 233,000 kilometers. Brake release. Hood release. Way over there. Actually, yeah, she's dead. Okay, turn that off. I'll hook up the cables and then I'll try it again. Oh, yummy. I think it's a little covered in oil. Talking about oil. Yeah, she has oil on the dipstick good enough. Anyway, time to hook up the booster cable. Alternator's fairly new, as in from 2011. Give me a few seconds. Oh, yeah, not sure if anyone could tell, but we did sell the old Chevy truck. 940 bucks we got for it. 940. So I'm going to upload a video probably a few days after this called Lipstick on a Pig. You'll kind of understand when you watch the video. And yes, that's one hell of a big ass booster battery. I think it's 1200 cold cranking amps. 1190. Anyway, got her hooked up. Time for the fun part. So, too bad I don't have a better camera because I can get a little bit of a shot of how much smoke comes out of it. Well, I got lights again. That's good. I hear a fuel pump. Oh. I hear a little bit of I don't know, it seems to be fine. Didn't show up on the camera, but you should have seen the dust. It just blew a whole pile of dust out of there. I hear a little bit of a dry, not sure if it's showing up in the video, but I hear some dry lifter noise. little bit of a noise, so can't hear it over the fan, but there's a little bit of a dry lifter noise, nothing major. That out of there. Now I should let it run for a few seconds to charge the battery in case it stalls, so I can move this back into the yard. And there's definitely a little bit of a noise to it, but it has been sitting for a while. I got to talk to my dad and see if he had it running. I don't think he started it up yet. I don't know for sure if this is the first start or not. So as you can tell, I'm just using my iPhone. Yep. Yeah, starting to quiet up that noise, so I'm not going to videotape moving it because I know it's going to move fine. All the tires are full. Okay, got the pig over there. Now, believe it or not, this is going to be the first time that I'm on a riding tractor in, I'm not going to lie, first time in probably close to 5 years. Motor sounds a little bit louder now, but that could be just me. High and low neutral point. That's not Peter. There we go. Oh, that sure is a low range. I'm going to keep it in low range because I don't know it yet. Man, it'd take me half a day to go around the block on this thing in low range. Should be second, I think. Yeah, that feels like it. Sure is no racehorse. I'm in low range, of course. Holy, is that gear low. I want to keep it quiet because I think it might be close to 9 o'clock. I'm not too sure. I don't know what time it is. I don't want to take a chance of my neighbor getting mad. Yeah, I know it's funny in the videos, but in this case, I'll be quiet. It's quieter than actually the frickin' my truck. Screw this. I think that's neutral. Yep. Oh, there we go. That's better. Third gear idle. I think this thing would be fun in the mud. Oh, and if anyone's wondering what I paid, I got it under 300 bucks. Actually, I shouldn't say under. I got it at 300 bucks. Right into the tire. Nope. Oh, that's the end of that hitch. I gotta get used to that shifter. It's all changed. One quick rub. Oh. Well, I stalled it. I know one thing. That spring on that seat needs to be tightened up. Gotta get some springs from an old 350 on there. Valve springs. Kind of, because when I'm on it, it just leans right back. Let's see if it starts back up. I think that fuel filter is probably empty. Yeah, pretty much. Well, start back up. Shut her down. Okay. Now I gotta finish moving that old stuff because I'm going to be parking that over here. Oh, and I'm moving that myself might be fun. I'm not going to videotape that part. Better put away that battery too. Sweet. That's the end of this. And I'll probably make one more update video before I take off with it.